Nathan Judo. I'm here with Wolves reporter Tim Spiers. Tim, Derby 0, Wolves 2. At times that was pretty glorious.
Sexy.
Incredulous. Gorgeous,
You're
stunning,
incredulous.
Beautiful.
That's just us.
Yeah, that is just us.
In the Derby sunshine. What a day.
Oh, fans are absolutely buzzing outside. I cannot believe that second half display. That was as good as I've seen Wolves since I've been reporting.
Well, I'll go one step further.
Go on then, trump me.
Well, it's that second half is as good as I've seen Wolves play for many years, to be honest.
Really?
Some of the football they're playing was just filth.
It was dirty.
Absolutely filthy. Like some of the one touch pass, the movement in particular from everybody.
Yeah.
That front, how many players they got? 1, 2, 3, 4. The front 7.
11 players in the team.
The front 7.
Yeah.
Just all combined to great effect. I mean, they should all 5-0.
Yeah. You literally should have done.
Let's not beat around the bush here. They've hit the post. They've missed an open goal.
Yeah.
On the side netting. More chances on the break at the end. Jota clean through. The only player in the Derby half, he still didn't score. and then you got 2 goals on top of that. Honestly, some of the stuff they played was absolutely divine. I mean, we were just purring.
Absolutely, and such a bizarre game because in the first 30 minutes, it was nothing like that, was it? It was all Derby, really.
Well, that's the great thing for me about today is that they've come through a tough test. Derby and no mugs.
No.
Some of the stuff they were playing in the first half was pretty good. I'm getting blown away here.
Blown away by the performance.
Wow. Martin and Weimann combined to great effect in the first half. For a couple of chances. Huddleston really pulling the strings in midfield. They sliced their way through Wolves at one point.
Yeah.
Captain Cody came to the rescue as he did twice before Wolves went 1-0 up. So important.
Not for sale.
So yeah, but they came through that. They came through that opening half an hour. They didn't really play for the first half an hour, and then they really started to get the juices flowing.
Yeah.
And
some great adjectives today. I'm loving this.
It's opened me up. What can I say? And then Douglas got the goal from Douglas, and thereafter, I mean, Derby had another 5-minute spell at the start second half. Again, they weathered that, and then they really started to get going.
It was an incredible second half performance, and like you say, I got worried because the chances they missed, and you think Wolves of old, they're drawing that or even losing that, towards the end. But they kept on going, they kept on converting them at the end, just Derby had no answer.
They're creating chances at will at one point.
Yep.
I mean, after that initial Derby spell at the start of the second half, Wolves 1-0 up at this point. That's where they had, like I said, Jota was clean through, then they hit the post, and Doxey should have scored all within kind of 5 minutes each. So it's just incredible football. Derby just didn't have a clue how to respond.
No.
And 2-0 completely flatters them, to be honest. It was, the wing backs played such an important role today. Douglas obviously got his goal, but Doxey I thought was absolutely outstanding throughout. Douglas as well on the other flank, but the way that they were combining with Ina Bakari and Jota, and they had Neves and Sage joining in from midfield, some gorgeous passes. Bonatini kind of holding it all together at the front as well. And then you had bloody Cavallero come off the bench.
Well, no, not a bad substitute.
Where's Harold Costa going to play in this team?
Where is he going to play?
Got a clue, won't get in the team. And then Dicko come off the bench as well.
Yeah.
People like Jordan Graham not even on the bench today.
Dave Edwards not in the squad.
Not even in the squad. That's such a rarity. And other players come out. Ben Marshall. I mean, it's just overwhelmingly positive at the moment.
You mentioned him just then, Brighton Bakari. You've described him as an enigma at times. Easy for me to say.
You've been reading my stuff, have you?
Yeah, just a couple of times. When I get to sleep, I need a sleep aid, and he delivered today.
He did. Probably his best performance in a Wolves shirt, actually. Again, you had a bit of frustration with him at the start when he wasn't quite releasing the ball when he wanted to, but then he really started to get into it. Started to combine well with Doherty. That's just a threat down that right hand side. And so his cross led to the first goal indirectly, and then the second goal, absolutely astonishing.
Gorgeous
counter attack. He pushed the ball past his man, sprinted onto it, teed up Jota, played the right pass for once, because sometimes he tends to hold on to the ball and try and score a wonder goal, but no, he teed it to Jota. There's Cavallero for a tap in, bish bash bosh.
I mean, we've seen it in pre-season.
I would just add before we move on from Brighton, a fantastic show of faith from Nuno.
Oh, fair dues.
Every man and his dog was saying Cavallero was starting today.
Well, I was happy. I was happy he was starting. I said it was you who was sludging it, slating the team sheet.
And then start.
Okay.
And then. So great show of faith from Nuno, and that's what he's going to kind of try and be a father figure to him. Managers have already tried and failed with Bright. He's a unique character, I've got to say, off the field as well. A bit of a loner, a bit of an enigma, as you've said. and a very, very special talent at the end of the day, and he's still very young. And Nuno has kind of taken him on as a kind of a special project, and you can see that bearing fruit already.
And he's given him that confidence to give him that start, and he's repaid him in fair dues. I mean, that bodes so well for the rest of the season.
Yeah, so exactly. So he's edged way ahead of Graham in the pecking order already, and Zyra and Mason are on here as well. So yeah, it looks like he's here to stay.
I mean, you talk about the start that Wolves had of this season. Middlesbrough, Derby, Yeovil, Hull City. I mean, a lot of people speaking to the fans after the game, they were happy with maybe just a draw, maybe 3 or 4 points from the first 3 games. I mean, this is dreamland. I mean, it's difficult to get too carried away, but at the same time, I'm getting carried away.
Yeah, well, it doesn't take much for you. Let's be honest.
No, it doesn't. No, I was quite happy in the press box.
So yeah, a very tough start on paper. I mean, I speak to Steve Bull earlier this week, and he said it's a great time to play in these teams because he thinks they'll all be up there at the end of the season. But yeah, you've got to say, Wolves have done it. They've put the performances in. I mean, I was kind of thinking back to, this felt like Blues away to me, which was 12 months ago, and we were all getting very excited. Yeah, exactly. Under Zenga, when they won 3-1 there, and I thought they were amazing in the second half of Blues. Again there, and we're all thinking, Zenga bus to the Premier and all that malarkey.
I mean,
it didn't work out, and by that point the new signings hadn't been integrated. But at this point, all the new signings,
they're all in. They've all had pre-season.
They've all had pre-season. They've all got to know Nuno already. So it feels like to me, although we've been here a year ago, it feels like there's more substance to it this time around. But particularly in the fact that their defence just looks so solid. I mean, they haven't conceded a goal. They haven't conceded many chances even. I thought Bolly was very good today. Cody saved him on a couple of occasions, and Miranda looked better last week as well. And then whenever they get through that back line, Ruddy pulled off a couple of really good saves.
So, I mean, Bolly's going to get more than a 6 out of 10 today.
Don't start.
No, but at the same time, where do you think they are at the moment? Because I feel like they've bought into to Nuno's philosophy here, whereas Zenga, I feel like they were never on board totally.
Well, I think the difference for me this time as well as having a pre-season all under their belt, is the fact that these are players that Nuno wants. I mean, Zenga had no say in signings whatsoever. He was just given these players. Paul Lambert was only able to bring in a couple. They weren't players that he wanted to work with either. Whereas these guys, people like Bolly, Neves, Jota, they've all played at. They've all played.
Sorry, we're not filming at all.
They've all played under Nuno. They're the reason. He's the reason that they're here. So that's the difference this time. It's not just the head coach being given players to work with. It's behind the scenes that there's more,
just more oomph.
No, they're more on the same page behind the scenes as well. Yeah. So Nuno wants these players. He's brought them in. He's pinpointed them as being able to do something for Wolves in the Championship for the season, and they've got off to the perfect start.
You talk about an embarrassment of Richards and Costa coming back. One position that they will still look to strengthen is obviously striker, and we saw Bonatini's miss today. They've got Dicko's come on, but you think that they still need one more in, would you say?
See, Bonatini missed a 10-yard open goal. Dicko
and Jota missed a sitter as well.
Well, but the strikers in particular.
Yeah.
Dicko missed a great chance as well in injury time when Cavallero played him in. So yeah, they're still looking for a striker and all this. So it's vital to get the right man. We can see the football that they're trying to play and are playing. One touch in and around the box. They're moving it at pace. You need someone to bring that all together and link that play. Sam Gallagher's someone that they've coveted. Whether he's the man that comes in, I don't know, but it's very exciting to think that there's still potentially the final piece of the jigsaw to come into this.
And if you've got a big play and they say they want to make a marquee signing, and someone that stands up and is counted, it's great that they've seen this and they've seen that Wolves 2 wins from 2. So if they're like, don't know whether they're going to go or not. I mean, it shows that this could be a team on the up.
Yeah, definitely. You've got opposition managers praising them as well. Gary Rowett, Gary Monk last week. Everybody is starting to think now that Wolves can be contenders this year. So yeah, players will think that as well. It'll give them a better chance of getting the right man in.
Excited yet?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Like I said, there's more substance to it this year.
Has it surprised you though that it's come after 2 games?
Well, I've just asked Nuno that. Is he surprised at how quickly it's come together? He says no. He says been working on this since day 1 in pre-season. I am surprised at how quickly it's all come together, and particularly the new signings, people like Neves and Jota have just settled in so quickly. Bright's been a big bonus. Bartlett Sace as well has been great. For God's sake, it's been 1 week, so yeah, there's no need to get carried away yet. Like I said, they did this last year. They went 6 unbeaten, but it does feel like there's more substance to it this time around. So
and plenty of options are now with the quick turnaround in Hull City.
So yeah, I mean, like we said, no Edwards or Graham even on the bench today. You had Price on the bench, Ronan came on, Dicko Cavallero came on. So yeah, the Hull on Tuesday, and then it's Cardiff at home Saturday. Neil Warnock will be looking to do one over as he was today. Threatening last year, and yeah, they've given Villa a hammering today. And then it's Southampton away in the cup, and then it's Brentford away. All this before the end of August. So there's a lot of football to come. managing that squad is now going to be Nuno's immediate kind of next challenge, because he named an unchanged team today, as we said, perhaps surprisingly, but now he's going to have to start mixing it up a bit.
So when they beat Hull and they beat Cardiff and they got 4 from 4 and the top of the table, would you just sack off the Carabao Cup and just let the reserves play? Because surely this is where it's happening, right?
Oh, well, what cup?
I want Carabao Cup.
It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. It's a nice tie to have away Southampton, another good test, but it'll be Southampton reserves, so it'll be Wolves reserves as well, I'm sure.
Amazing performance. Derby County 0, Wolves 2. For all the post-match reaction, make sure you log on to expressthestar.com.